Today, we're diving into an exciting chapter of American history, the discovery of petroleum, also known as oil. Have you ever wondered how this valuable resource was first found? Let's find out together. Hi, I'm Georgiana, and I'm back with a new episode. I'm here to help you speak English fluently. If you want to help me, share the podcast with your friends and family. That would mean a lot. Thanks. On my website, you can find the 5 secrets to speaking English and my premium courses. Before we start, get the transcript. Visit speakenglishpodcast.com/podcast. Okay, let's start. Petroleum, often simply called oil, is a thick black liquid found deep underground. People use oil to make gasoline and many other products, such as plastic and cosmetics. How was oil discovered in the USA? Edwin L. Drake drilled the first successful oil well in the United States in 1859 in Titusville, Pennsylvania. Before this, people knew about oil because it sometimes leaked out of the ground naturally. Drake's well was the first time people dug deep into the earth on purpose to get oil. Why did people start looking for oil? In the mid-1800s, whale oil was used to light lamps, but it was very expensive, and whales were becoming harder to find. So people needed a new source of fuel for light. When they discovered that oil could be turned into kerosene, which also could light lamps, many became interested in finding oil. What was life like for oil workers? Life was challenging for the early oil workers known as oil drillers. They used tools to dig deep into the earth, which was tough and dirty work. The areas around the oil wells often turned into boom towns, where many people moved in quickly, hoping to make money from oil. These towns were crowded and busy. Who were the people involved in the oil industry? The oil industry attracted all kinds of people. Some were former miners or loggers who were skilled with heavy tools. Others were businessmen who invested money in oil drilling, hoping to get rich. Many families also moved to boom towns, looking for a better life. What happened after oil was found? The discovery of oil had a big impact. Towns grew around areas where oil was found, and industries developed to turn crude oil into useful products like gasoline and kerosene. This boom helped fuel the entire American economy. Who else benefited from the oil industry? Many other industries benefited from the discovery of oil. For example, the chemical industry used byproducts from oil to make fertilizers, pesticides, and plastics. The transportation industry grew because vehicles needed oil and gasoline to run. Even the fashion industry was affected, as synthetic materials derived from oil became popular in clothing. What was the impact of this discovery? Finding oil changed the world. It led to new inventions, like cars and airplanes, that could not have been made without oil. The oil industry became one of the world's biggest and most important industries. So that's the story of how oil was discovered in the USA. A story of hard work, innovation, and how a single discovery can change the world. Great! I hope you're enjoying this episode. And now, let's continue with a mini story. I will tell you a short story by asking simple questions. I use this method in my premium courses because it's highly effective. First, I say a short sentence with facts. Then, I ask you questions. After each question, you answer. Then, I tell you the right answer. That's how we make the story. And if you want to improve your fluency much faster, check out my premium courses. Visit speakenglishpodcast.com/courses. You will find several levels. Okay, let's start. Bob Johnson was determined to find oil in the vast plains of Texas. His little company, Bob's Oil Hunt, has drilled everywhere on his property, but luck hadn't favored him yet. The locals often teased that he was more likely to find dinosaur bones than oil. With funds running low and morale even lower, Bob was ready to quit. But fate had other plans. While packing his tools, his dog Sparky started digging furiously near an old twisted tree. Curious, Bob went over to see what Sparky had found. "Did you find oil, Sparky?" he joked. But what Sparky found was a rusty can with something inside, depicting a treasure buried under his land. Fueled by a new rush of excitement, Bob followed the map's directions to a specific spot and began to dig. Hours later, his shovel struck a large wooden box. His heart raced as he tried to open it, only to find it empty. Frustrated, Bob began to hit the stupid box with his shovel. Suddenly, the ground trembled beneath him. He tripped backward as a powerful burst of oil erupted from where the box had been. Both Bob and Sparky got soaked in the oil spray. Bob couldn't help but laugh, his face lighting up with a huge smile, while Sparky barked joyfully, covered in black gold. Bob's dreams had come true, not through the map's promised treasure, but through the oil he had been chasing. Covered in oil, with his dog by his side, Bob knew his life would change forever. Let's listen to the story from Bob's viewpoint in the present tense. Hi, I am Bob, and I am determined to find oil in the vast plains of Texas. My little company, Bob's Oil Hunt, has drilled everywhere on my property. The locals often tease that I'm more likely to find dinosaur bones than oil. With funds running low and morale even lower, I'm ready to quit. But fate has other plans. While packing my tools, My dog Sparky starts digging furiously near an old twisted tree. Curious, I go over to see what Sparky has found. "Did you find oil, Sparky?" I joke. But what Sparky finds is a rusty can with something inside. It's a faded map depicting a treasure buried under my land. Fueled by a new rush of excitement, I follow the map's directions to a specific spot and begin to dig. Hours later, my shovel strikes a large wooden box. My heart races as I try to open it, only to find it empty. Frustrated, I begin to hit the stupid box with my shovel. Suddenly, the ground trembles beneath me. I trip backward as a powerful burst of oil erupts from where the box had been. Both Sparky and I get soaked in the oil spray. I can't help but laugh, my face lighting up with a huge smile, while Sparky barks joyfully, covered in black gold. My dreams have come true, not through the map's promised treasure, but through the oil I've been chasing. Covered in oil, with my dog by my side, I know my life will change forever. Well, we're finished with our short practice. Answering many simple questions can improve your speaking just like talking in real life. Today you've tried a small part of this question and answer technique. Do you want to learn more? Get my premium courses. Visit speakenglishpodcast.com/courses. I'll be back next week. Bye-bye.
Did you enjoy today's episode? Get the transcript now at speakenglishpodcast.com.